Where you are, there is more rain in the forecast. Not such good news for residents of Loxahatchee, still living in the shadow of blue tarps.
Their roofs still damaged 2 months after a tornado ripped through the neighborhood. And News Channel 5's Brian Entin live there. Brian, the question, of course, why are the repairs taking so long?
These homeowners are very, very frustrated. First of all, take a look. The blue tarps stretch on and on for block after block. Many of these homes, including this one that we're standing right next to that has a broken roof, have already gotten checks from their insurance company, like this one for $26,000. And they say they can't spend the money because their lenders are holding up the process. You'd think surviving a tornado would be the hard part.
It's extremely stressful.
But Michelle and Tim Kepler say that's nothing compared to trying to get their insurance money.
And if we were to get a storm, our whole center part of the house would be wet.
Here we are 2 months and counting later, and we're over $11,000 out of pocket.
And they're not blaming their insurance company because they've already cut this check. The issue is Wells Fargo, their lender, who's also required to sign off.
I didn't think we'd go 60 days with the cash in hand and we can't use the cash.
They can't cash the check because of Florida law that payments must be signed off on not only by the homeowner, but by their lender. And it's not just the Keplers. Neighbors say they've had the same problem dealing with Wells Fargo's property loss office in Ohio.
We have 2 storms now out there. I realize that you in Ohio aren't really concerned with hurricanes. However, it's a huge concern here.
So I called Wells Fargo myself.
They have this whole big file right here.
A few hours later, they released this statement to us saying, "We are pleased that we were able to assist Mr. and Mrs. Kepler with the approval of the endorsement of their property loss check."
Now all of a sudden they have all the documentation that they need, and supposedly tomorrow we'll be able to have the check endorsed by a representative from Wells Fargo. And
you feel better?
Oh, I do, yeah. I see a sliver of light now at the end of the tunnel.
Wells Fargo says that they do work as quickly as they can in these situations. We made a call out to Florida's Department of Financial Services. They say this is becoming a bigger problem all over the state and that they're working on policy right now to make these situations much faster. Live in Loxahatchee, Brian Entin, WPTV News Channel 5.